All right, next topic. Once upon a time, you were the center of the NFL universe when it came to handshakes, post-game handshake. What's going to happen when Eric and Bill get together?
Not my choice.
Yesterday, I know it wasn't your choice. Yesterday, this was the handshake heard around the NFL.
Yes, I'm gay. I finally said it, I'm gay. I'm gay. Yeah, I'm gay. I'm gay too. Yeah, gayness. Come here. So gay. Just take my number. No, I don't want your number. Jeez, get out of my face. Get out of my face. This is not big. Guys, get him away from me. Just take my number. I'm going to the gay house. Take my number, Jim. Jim, take my number. Jim, we could be perfect together.
What's this about? I think where it really got off the rails is when it continued to extend and felt a little bit like a Jerry Springer show.
Take my number, Jim. Jim, take my number.
Was it Schwartz for following up, or
as coaches, you're always telling your players, look, don't let your emotions get the best of you. And it's the same thing. You got to hold yourself to the same standard. Talk to Harbaugh. I think you leave it at that. You go into the locker room, and that's
so
it.
you blame Schwartz for taking it too far.
Yeah, I think both those. I would bet that both those guys have a handshake hangover today, where neither one of them wants to see this over and over and over again.
Yeah, they should
and I'm
get used
sure
to it.
Jim,
it's not going away.
It's not going away, guys. Trust me, it's not going away.
And hey, look, I mean, the way these teams are playing, they could see each other in the NFC playoffs, and then we'll see it again ad nauseum.
And I'm sure, I would imagine, I don't want to speak for Jim Schwartz, but that he would probably have wanted to have left it where he left it after talking to him, as opposed to
But if you're going to split the blame here, is it 50-50?
Get away from me. Just take my number. I'm going to the gay house. Take my number, Jim.
Each coach responsible, or is it 60-40 Schwartz? Is it 60-40? How do you split it?
I think that I'm going 50-50 because I think that both guys could have operated a lot better there.
Yeah,
and I know that's
I like handshake hangover, by the way.
Sitting on the fence answer, but I've been there.
Coach speak.
Listen, Jim Harbaugh,
give it to us from a player's perspective.
Handshake speak.
They
they
always tell you as a player, don't be the guy who retaliates, right? It's always the second guy who gets flagged.
Yeah,
Harbaugh came out and he got him. I mean, he stung him.
I'm gay.
For everyone's, Harbaugh as a coach is the biggest meathead coach in the NFL. That's just the way he is.
Yes, I'm gay. I finally said it, I'm gay.
Meathead.
He's a physical guy, you know. He likes to get after it. He's jumping up and chest bumping his players.
Yep,
He
I agree.
is that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm through the roof. Both coaches, enthusiasm through the roof. You can't fault him for that. But Harbaugh, you know, he's had some run-ins before. 92 with Ditka on the sideline. 97, he broke his hand on Jim Kelly before the game when Jim Kelly said he wasn't tough or something like that. 09 with Pete Carroll. He's had the run-ins. He's not the kind of guy to back down. But in this case, it's Jim Schwartz who was the retaliator.
Okay, so how's the blame shake out in your scale?
I'm saying it's 20%. I mean, the slap on the back was a little much.
That started the fire.
But Jim Schwartz made himself almost like at the dog park. I used to take my dog to the dog park. You have the happy, enthusiastic, exuberant Labrador Retriever. That's Jim Harbaugh. And then you have the little Boston Terrier scampering after, nipping at the ankles.
Wait, Jim Schwartz is a little Boston Terrier
in this
now.
Case,
okay.
That's what he made himself appear to be.
Okay.
Because he went and chased after, he was the retaliator.
And you're giving him 80% of the blame here.
Sure.
Wow. Okay. Skip, break it down.
Let me say to Coach, if there's any bad blood that will linger here, it's strictly one-sided. Jim Harbaugh doesn't even know who Jim Schwartz is. He doesn't care. He won't think. He will lose zero sleep over this.
He doesn't care if guys like him or not.
But in the end,
Exactly.
I completely blame Harbaugh 100% for this. I do not blame Jim Schwartz. After that kind of an action, getting, as you said, just blindsided, hit in the face with that, running after Harbaugh just to say, what the heck are you doing? That was out of line. I think you would have done that much.
Well, I get that part. And I was okay with Jim going up afterward and saying, what are you doing? I think when it kept extending.
But when we've seen Jim on the sideline, Jim Schwartz, I mean, he's a little nuts too. I mean,
well, and to the point, he was getting to be that guy himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Okay, look, Jim Harbaugh, who I know a little bit, is the best motivator since Jimmy Johnson. As far as just what you said, it's rub-off effect on a locker room.
Look at his results in San Francisco.
He gets psycho-emotional. and this is a whole different way to coach. He's
The
not an X's and O's
positive
guy.
meathead. The positive
This is crazy psycho stuff. He's got one screw loose like Jimmy does, or did. I don't think Jimmy does now that he's with us up
Right.
here. Yeah. Okay, we saw it with Pete Carroll at USC, where he
What's
just
your deal?
attacked him, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and-
come on, like, and Pete Carroll was blindsided. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what's your deal? It made that line famous.
He gets so over emotional that it spills over even during the handshake. I'm okay with that, except in this case, he violated, as Jim Schwartz said, the protocol. It was completely out of control. And then Schwartz said there was an expletive that was included in this. Well, that's way over the line. I don't know exactly what the expletive was or if we should believe that, but that's what Jim Schwartz said. So I think Eric Mangini in that circumstance says, what the heck, man, and runs after him.